Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here, and we're playing the Great War mod for Hearts of Iron 4. We are getting ready to invade Britain and to see if that's going to work here. So, let's give this a shot to see here. Okay, no, we do not own enough superiority here, which I didn't know if we did or not. Let's select the submarines. Start off with some convoy raiding. Yes, I agree with you, humbug. Tunisia has capitulated. Great news. We got some convoys. Okay, we're facing some Free French type guys. So, let's risk some capital ships here. Who's heading back? Okay, there we are. We are meeting the British. Well, the British and the Free French have answered the call, but now are we able to get across here intact? And invade. Our version of Jutland, which is sort of what it is somewhat successful here. The Turks have some better aircraft than we do for going after this. Okay, moving in the major fleets. No, we've got everything, at least in this region, out. Okay, well, we took out a few of their vessels. Don't know why they have the air dog. Well, I guess they just haven't made the symbols right. That's what that air dog helmet is. Lost a little bit, not much. I'll take those losses for dealing with these guys. We lost some submarines there. We can get ashore. Where do we still have revolts? Oh, down here. Okay, come on, Ludendorff. You can do it. We have air superiority from our Zeppelins. This is mostly light. Well, I got some heavies. Ooh. I've got big fleets going on here. Of course, we saved this at the end of the last episode, so if this turns out to be a complete cock up, we can... Yeah, low strings. Okay, yes, return to port. I'd rather have you return to port than completely die if we can do that, but a few of you are going to completely die. It's like... okay, that apparently didn't work out. How's this battle going? Oh, there. Turpits versus Jellicoe. Don't know much about either one of those guys. Yeah. Well, did they sink all my transports? Is that it? Yeah, they sunk all my transports. So we did take out a lot of their destroyers. We took out a battleship with that one. I don't care about that submarine. Well, Ludendorff, well, let's find it to this mission. Come on, guys. No. Yeah, this is just a complete cock-up. So, we're going to go back, load a save game right here. Okay, people, we are going to not do this again. Riscola plan, he wanted to determine. Thanks, ads. Good to know. Good to know. What we're gonna concentrate on dealing with these guys here. Tunisia has capitulated, and that has brought us. There are more French there. I don't know how or why they just appeared there, but okay. You're right about that. Jutland was a Could have gone either way. Okay, we need to send more forces this way. Who do we want to send? Well, we could send the Bulgarian army down there. Part of our problem, I think we're sending inferior forces. So, well, we're going to leave Ludendorff there as a threat. Select all. And come over to here somewhere. Now you've got to go all the way around, but we can do that in this game because it's silly. Crush these guys. Crush these guys. You're right, ads. At the very end, they did that, but it was meant to be a death ride, and the sailors mutinied because they didn't want to die, and everybody knew it was meant to be a death ride. The last sort of we're coming out to. Oh no, I did want to see the template. Yeah, okay, your regular division. Where didn't I send out some occupation troops here somewhere? Oh, here. And a couple down here. Well, with John trains. There we go. Yeah, I agree with you. I think the sailors would have gone had they thought it would have served a purpose. Even if they sort of thought it was going to be, not necessarily suicide, because when the ships would be losing, they wouldn't, like, everybody die, but obviously many people would have died. If they thought it would have, achieved something. Not just been for the glory of it, for the honor of it. Achieved a victory, achieved, I don't know what exactly, but achieved something. I think we would have seen a different situation. Because back then, I don't know, the lifeboat situation probably wasn't very good. We can see some ships going down without maybe having very good lifeboats, but you weren't necessarily like, oh, everybody's going to die from having the ship sunk. But it would have been heavy casualties. I'm not trying to say no one would have died or anything, but okay, guys. So an invasion of Britain right now is just a threat. Let's... Now we want this group. Okay. No divisions. Okay. What we need to do is, let's just cancel that for the moment. Let's cancel this. Cancel this because it's taking up all of our transports. We're maxed out at 10 divisions that we can invade with. See if we can get to there. Well, you guys just ride down here and take that out. Is that all one province? Okay. Oh, I thought it was 2 provinces. Very interesting. I wouldn't have picked Ethiopia or Tanzania as a place to live, but I've known people who, for various reasons, have lived in Africa. Most more southern and western Africa, but yeah. Okay, well, we've got chemical warfare focus. Special forces focus. That might be good. Aviation effort, bomber focus. Okay. Where we? Okay, you're out. No, I've moved a bunch of forces to get them somewhere else. Let's move some of this cavalry around. If you suppress partisans and French who don't like it, they surrendered again. And you do it so often, they should start liking it. Sorry, I'm teasing all you French people. I know we have French viewers, but it's fun to tease you. If nothing else, that's, I guess, a good enough reason. Okay, you guys are out there in the desert. Get into better terrain. No, thank you. Now our factory. Okay, we're fixing revolting factories. Alright, and that's mostly what we're going to do is to occupy. I don't care about how well you trained you are. Just need you here. So you guys come over here. One of you though I want in Ile-de-France, in Paris. Come up and crush these guys. Well, Humbug, I'd appreciate it if you kept dropping in once in a while and letting us know how you're doing and what's going on, because it sounds fascinating. Okay, we are ready to attempt this invasion. Let's see if we can get there. No control, it looks like. Let's... should we come up from Nice? No, we can't. Is that where we don't have sea control? Or just both places generally? Yeah, they're probably gonna clobber us. Yeah, go back to port. Their island is safe for now, it looks like. Okay, we got the southern pocket destroyed. Occupy that province for the moment. And then come in and attack. Not across the river there. Oh, that sounds fascinating, Humbug. Yeah, languages are a talent that is best learned young. But no one at, I don't know, 13 or whatever really knows what they want to do in life. So, Okay. There we go. I'd rather build in my own sort of territories. Well, let's see. Let's drop in and drop in a so. Come on, guys. Actually, that'd be 8 more divisions lost to them. However many was down here was fair enough numbers. Don't want to overstack too much. Why is this northern China? That's weird. Well, in my experience for learning languages, and trust me, I am not the best at it, and being American, I have a couple of disadvantages. One, that much of the world speaks enough English that you can sort of get by with English. But what I've learned the best on languages is when it comes down to survival. So I learned French the best in France, or Italian the best in Italy, or German the best in Germany. When I'm trying to survive in that environment, those, even if it's just little bits of language, as opposed to proper structure, proper grammar, and all of that kind of stuff, I learned so much better, and I've retained it better than the 3 years of Japanese study that I took. And Skoshi Hanish, Skoshi Nihon Hanish. Oh boy, I'm messing this up right now. I speak a little bit of Japanese, but took it for 3 years in high school, so I sort of have an idea. But I've never taken any German, any French, any Italian. But I learned a lot more being there. And retain, a little bit more for not taking any of the languages, so I know it better than some of the other stuff. And that's just literally, I may have spent a total of, in my lifetime, 2 weeks, maybe a little more in Italy, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks in Germany, about the same time in France, if you put all the different trips together. So, and yeah, it's the basics, but that kind of stuff, and it sort of sticks with me. And I'm sure my skills, like in Italian, would come back much quicker once I was dropped back in Italy, that it's a survival skill. So that, for me at least, and obviously that is not being able to write in the language or be able to read in the language, and putting together proper sentence and grammar structure and all that kind of stuff. It's very different. But for survival skills and that, I learned best by going and doing. And I think it comes down to something in your brain, the way it works, because it's a survival thing. I really think that it's not just using it, because I guess what I'm trying to say is, had I just done as much in class, in a sort of an environment where you're talking to other people in it, trying to use it, you don't really have to. It's not to survive. It's just to learn, and it's just a different thing. Well, on that note, I think we're going to end the episode here. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. I do appreciate that. And please post questions, comments, suggestions. Love hearing from you. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.